everybody a welcome in. Let's get into part 3 of Stephen Smith's murder, the Murdough Mayhem. In this video, let's go over the first part of Marc B's interrogation. Somebody is not telling the truth, Mark or Stephen's twin sister. And with that, let's get into it. Let's get into the first half of Marc B's hour interview. And after listening to this interview, actually a couple times, I don't think Marc B has anything to do with Stephen Smith's murder. I think he is definitely a character, but murder, remember, everything in this video is my opinion and my opinion only. I will not debate with people that have their own opinions, because that is the best part, that we are all entitled to our own opinions. Let's listen.
This is Corporal Duncan with South Carolina Highway Patrol. Mate, OC. Case number on this will be CL-062-15. This is a reference to an incident in Hampton County on Sandy Run Road. Time is approximately 11:48. Today's date is July the 14th. I'm here with Mr. Burkhart. Also in the room with will be Trooper Rowe and Corporal Smith. At this point in time, I'm going to get Mr. Burkhart. Mr. Burkhart, if you would just state your first and last name for me.
First name is Mark, M-A-R-C. Middle name is Peter, P-E-T-E-R. Last name is Bickhart, B-I-C-K-H-A-R-D-T. Birth date is 4/18/68.
And what's your phone number that you have? And the address here? And how long have you been living here?
Gosh.
Here, just a rough estimate. Doesn't have to be exact.
2 weeks, maybe,
Okay.
possibly.
Where were you living at prior to that?
94 Savannah Highway.
In Buford?
Yes, sir, I'm sorry.
Okay. And as far as your educational level, what kind of education do you have?
12th grade, but I didn't graduate.
Okay. You understand how to read and write? Understand English and stuff?
Yeah, basics.
I mean, can you read?
I can read, but can't comprehend sometimes.
Okay. But you can read is what I'm saying.
Yes, I can read, but I have dyslexia.
Okay. You can write?
Yeah.
Okay. So
spelling ain't that good.
That's fine. I mean, I'm not worried about, the grammatical errors.
No, I'm just telling you, I can read, I can, comprehension, but spelling is not there. I was going to go back to school.
All right, let me ask you this. How long, or is this your permanent resident as of right now, or is it just temporary?
We're hoping permanent, but I'm not sure right now.
Are you living here by yourself, or are you living with somebody?
My son should be coming, but I'm not bringing him in this situation. I got a 5-year-old son.
Okay, all right. Let me kind of go back. You're familiar about the incident. Stephen Smith died last Wednesday, is that correct?
Yeah.
All right. What I want you to do is, when was the last time you talked?
That night.
All right. About what time? Not the text, but about what time is the last time you talked to him?
You have to remember with all this, I took my Seroquel sometime. I can't remember if the call came.
I'm just asking for a roundabout time.
I can't remember if it came after the text or before the text, because the last call I heard, I asked him on one of the calls, are you walking? Because he already told me he was out of gas. He was running out of gas. One of the calls before, and I says, are you walking? Because I hear cars going by, and his answer to me was no. And then the call dropped, and I don't remember if he called me, because we were back and forth. The calls kept dropping.
After the call, did you text?
I mean, I don't remember. I mean, there were texts. I mean, we had so many texts back and forth that night on me worried about him calling me. Phone service out there, and with this phone right now, we're having issues with our phones.
Right.
And half the times I don't have service.
Do you remember if it was daytime or nighttime?
This was at night. This is 3 a.m.
Okay.
I believe the last text, if my mind calls me correct, that I looked at it was 3:37 a.m.
Now, was he coming over here?
He was supposed to be. He was supposed to be on the way. But from what I'm learning, he was headed home. But, I don't know.
Okay, but as far as you know, he was coming over here.
That was what we were talking about, and that's what the texts were saying.
Okay. Anything else on the text about where he had been?
Earlier that day, before we left to go to Walterboro, because my friends had to go to GameStop to get a game. We went to Walmart. From Walmart, we went to Arby's. Then my friends went to his cousin's house. Then my sugar dropped again. We went to the exit right when you come from 57 to come here to Hampton. There's a Horn gas station, I believe it is. We went back there. I got $4 worth of gas, and my friend went in to get me a Hershey bar. And the girl, African-American girl, was pulling all the garbage and everything. Hey, I'm in an interview. I can't talk. All right, you got to go to work? Sorry.
Right. So Stephen had been with you earlier in the day, right?
No, I was not seeing Stephen at all. That day at all.
When's the last time you actually saw him?
Saturday.
Saturday?
But the family saying that Gray, his SUV, was not around. That SUV that he came to my house, came to see me several times, and even times before that I didn't have a car, been driving around this town.
Well, is this gray car out here the one you drive?
That's the one I drive. Okay. That's my Lincoln.
And you have any other cars? Is it in your name?
Yeah, that's in my name. That's registered and insured in my name.
Okay. Any other cars registered in your name?
Not registered.
But do you have any other cars?
I had to rent a car when I first came here because the transmission was having trouble.
What kind of rental car?
It was a Jeep.
How long did you have it?
Less than about a week. I had it from Tuesday to Tuesday.
You talking about Tuesday of last week?
Yeah.
You just turned it in?
Turned it in this Tuesday, so I had that.
You talking about today you turned it in?
No.
You talking about last Tuesday?
The Tuesday I was trying to get to, if you could. The next day that he got killed, I had the car. I had the Lincoln Tuesday.
The day that he got killed?
The day before he got killed, the Lincoln, I had the Lincoln.
Okay. All right.
So I had the Jeep the week before that.
Okay. All right.
And until that Tuesday.
So throughout the day, had you been talking with him at all?
We were mainly texting up until later on. I think I did talk to him at some point. I don't remember when. I know we talked because he said he was... I know I called him a lot of times. His signals were not good. I don't remember when, a time frame, but I know we did talk, and he said he was either a text or something. He said it was about an hour and a half out.
Okay. So the conversation that y'all were having, what was the conversation y'all were talking?
Mainly, was he going to come? Just normal boyfriend and boyfriend talk. I mean... We love each other, yada, yada, yada. I called him at one point. I know I left messages because I didn't get him that we were going to Walterboro. And I think I texted him the same thing because I didn't get him because I wasn't sure whether he was in school, whether he was in work. A lot of times I'd like to text him to make sure he wasn't in school because if he was, he could get in trouble if his phone was on. So I tried to text him first. To be honest with you, the next day I was upset with him because later on that day, I had a deep gut feeling something happened. For the simple reason the phone wouldn't even would go right to voicemail.
Well, let me ask you this. Have y'all been arguing here lately?
We did have a little argument back because somebody's been messing around. He has it, and I just changed all my passwords because Craigslist things are coming in that I wasn't doing. And they're still coming. And now as of last night...
When you say things were coming in, what kind of things were coming in from Craigslist?
He has my pictures, I have his. Good.
Yeah, get whatever you need.
I'm looking for my tablet if it's charged at me.
Is that the tablet up underneath that folder?
It doesn't tell you I'm not awake. He has a lot of pictures of me. I have a lot of pictures of him or something.
And what was the argument about?
Mainly, I did go on and I was just talking to him because I was saying, do the fire. These are mainly of him. These are mainly of these two of me. But he has a lot of pictures of, and I have a lot of.
Let me see.
Yes, sir. The phone that he has is his phone off my service.
Let me ask you this. So, is the phone in your name?
Yeah, it's mine. It's the phone I got him. It's
okay, so you bought him the phone?
Well, the phone originally that the car accident I was in, my phone was damaged. They took the phone, they gave me a different phone, and because he was getting very bad service, and he's been harassed in this town. They've been messing with his lugs on the car. They've been screwing with his battery. And
when you say they, who are you talking about?
I don't know. The only one that he told me that he made it very clear to me. The guy with the tattoo, and I was looking for because I threw all my cases out. You guys probably don't know. Some of you know Guns N' Roses. You know Guns N' Roses got the skull tattoo, and then underneath they got the 2 cigarettes, and it says Guns N' Roses. Well, it doesn't say Guns N' Roses, but it's got the 2 cigarettes. I had to remember the tattoo, and that's basically the tattoo that this guy's got. But no, and it's big. It's bigger, but I can't remember where he said it was on the body. He told me that night that he hurt his ankle that we were on Hilton Head Beach. He told me what the tattoo was.
Okay. Let's get back to the argument. When's the last time you argued?
I know I was a little upset that he wasn't answering me, but I think it was mainly because he...
Was that earlier in the night? Or
No, that was Thursday. That was I think Wednesday or Thursday.
Have you argued prior to? Have y'all been arguing prior to that?
I wouldn't say an argument. It was just I seen his Craigslist, and it was mainly what it was he put it up there to show me his pictures and stuff that I seen, and I told him I wasn't seeing anybody. I was just texting, going back and forth. Well, he says, there's a lot of Craigslist on there. I said, they're not mine. I said, the last Craigslist I posted was a while back. And I said, somebody's screwing around with my Craigslist. I said, because they should all be down. I said, I killed all my stuff once we got serious about it. We were going to get married. I said, if it's still up there, I don't even have the passwords to get in to post anything.
Let me ask you this. Do you do drugs?
I used to. I'm a recovering addict.
What kind of drugs?
LSD, acid. I popped a lot of pain pills.
All right. What about Stephen? Did he do any type of drugs around you?
He never did it around me, but I know he smoked weed. I know he smoked it because of anxiety, and I smoke weed too, but I haven't smoked it in a while.
Okay.
I'm December 5th, January 5th, February 5th, January, February, March, May, June, July. I'm 7 months clean. I've recently.
Well, let me ask you this. Now, all these phone calls that you're saying that you're getting, what are they saying? Besides that, the same thing will happen. Is it a male's voice? White, black, Hispanic?
The girls are white. The males, I don't know.
Are they giving you a group? What are they saying?
There's the guys the one girl, you could hear kids in the background. You could hear there's stuff going on in the background, but the voice is muffled. but you could tell it's a woman.
Have you got any recorded?
I'm still trying to figure out how to record while you're on the phone. That's what I've been trying to...
Have they left you any recorded messages on your voicemail?
No, but I could check that. That was something that I needed to check. Any lollipop, don't start eating whatever on the rug, please. I don't have any money to take you to the vet. Believe me, there should be. This is the last message was 7/4/2015 from Stephen, and I gave him some gas money on the 3rd.
On what? The 4th?
This is the 4th.
Okay.
And he didn't leave anything.
Put it on speakerphone.
It is. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I didn't even realize it because I know. I'll play it back. I didn't realize it.
I'm not worried about what the car. I just want to hear.
I didn't even remember it was here. So this is something I know I played it. Now let's play it. Damn, this phone service funky. You know how to get that to play back?
Scroll back. You that one?
Huh?
Press play.
Go ahead. I'm telling you, that's why I don't drive at this point.
Call back 226-37.
That's the phone from Stephen?
Yeah, that's the person that was calling me, and I don't know who's calling me from that number. That's the person that called at one time. That's his phone.
Hi, this is Elaine. Return your call. I know you called last night. Give me a call back, please.
This number has called you several times.
Yeah, they called, and that was that. Originally, it comes up. Is that where it says boyfriend?
No.
All right, no, you gotta hit boyfriend. The boyfriend is the one.
Okay.
Not that one.
All right.
Sorry.
So he doesn't say anything?
That's another night that I don't. Look at what the 4th was. Was the 4th?
Saturday.
That was the night that I got a call from him. He was out at the boat landing. That's why I went to...
Bobcat landing in Bamberg?
That's why, can I see the phone?
Mm-hmm.
That's the night that I did get, let me see something. That's the night, I believe. Yep, it's a Saturday night. That's the night that he was at the boat landing that he came here. And he didn't come here till
Let me
late.
ask you this question. Have you and Stephen ever been out together and been threatened by anybody?
Yeah.
Let me ask you this. Have you ever threatened Stephen with any harm?
No.
Have you ever had any physical fight,
No.
just a normal argument?
It was just over, the thing that happened was I'm 47 years old. Stephen works a lot. Stephen works a lot and goes to school. And mainly why that was put up there, and he made it very clear to me, because he's working going to school, and he's seen my pictures. I'm telling you, them pictures I did not put up. So I seen his pictures up there. I was living after the fire with Larry, is where I went yesterday.
And these pictures you're talking about the ones on Craigslist?
Yeah, I didn't put them up.
On Craigslist, how's it listed on Craigslist?
I don't have a Craigslist.
I mean, but how was it listed? You had to see them.
I don't remember because it's,
Is he using an alias name, or is it?
He ain't using nothing. It was something, I don't remember, because the phone and the tablet that he has, and I wonder if I can make it.
Does the sister still have the tablet?
The sister has the tablet, and that's what, let me show you something. Can you come over here?
Yeah.
I said to everybody, the phones, why I'm getting calls from Stephen, let me show you something.
Right.
And I'm going to make a point to you, and one of the cops told me no. Bull donkey. I'm going to prove. I don't know how you could do it, but how do I text myself? Because if somebody texts, let me see. I'm going to make a call real quick. I know I don't go out driving. You just freaking called me.
Well, let me ask you this question.
I'm going to, just hold on a second, please.
Hello?
Hey, Bubba, text me so I could show them something. Just say, hey, okay, because we got a lot going on with this. People texting me and calling me. Just text me and say, hey, I got to show them that the way this is set up on the tablets and phones, that they go into both systems.
Listen, I'm doing something on the phone right now because I got to get back to the toolbox and stuff. I'm doing something on the phone right now.
All right. Let me figure out how to get this done.
That's fine. You don't have to, because I'm imagining we'll be talking with you again. Let me ask you this question. You willing to take a lie detector test saying you don't know anything about his death or had anything to do with that death?
I know a lot about what...
I didn't ask you that. Are you willing to
I'm willing to take a lie detector test. This is what I'm trying to show you. The texts that go to my phone go to that. That's why that tablet is proven to everything. Now, what I know is I feel that the escort agency has something to do with this.
Who is the escort agency?
That's why we need the phone and the tablet. Because he told me when he came Saturday, end quote, that when he came that I was going to have to get whacked down. Everything. And look like a boy. And it was going to be. And I said, I'm not comfortable with father-son deal. One with boyfriend and boyfriend. But there is something going on this Saturday.
Okay. Where is the escort agency?
That I don't know, because I only learned about this a couple weeks ago. I don't have information on what escort agency, where it is. I know I worked for one way back when, and he said it ain't that one.
Well, let me ask you this. You say you work for an escort agency. And I'm not... Don't try to read in the question. Did you ever give him any idea about trying to work into an escort agency?
No.
You give him, you talk to him about how an escort agency works?
No, because he already knew.
Okay. Who, other than you, who else would he may have been seeing?
That's a good question, because according to the sister, he's been seeing other guys, and the father passed a comment when he was walking out. He made me money, and I didn't have the money.
Let me ask you this: have you ever seen him with anybody else?
No, I haven't.
How long have y'all been together?
His birthday is the 29th of January. He was shaking his booty at the club, and he wasn't. So that's probably why that club. Because his birthday is the 29th, and
What I'm saying, how long have y'all been?
Well, that's what I'm saying. He was shaking his butt at the club, dancing at the club. I want to say the 26th, 27th.
Which club is this?
It's been closed up. It was in Charleston.
You know the name of it?
There was a friend, and that's when we first met.
So you met him back in January?
He supposedly was 18, but his birthday is not until
Right.
29th.
So you met him.
He wasn't even 18, but we didn't do anything because he had to leave.
Okay. When did you officially start really going or hanging out with him, going out with him, whatever you want to call it?
Like around my birthday.
When's your birthday?
April 88.
So y'all been seeing each other on a regular basis since April?
Well, it's been regular, but I didn't get the car. When he could come to me, or I could get anywhere down here, I could get a friend to bring towards this area.
How many arguments have y'all ever had?
I won.
And that was over Craigslist.
It wasn't really an argument.
It was a disagreement.
It was a disagreement. I wouldn't say we fought. I was mainly upset because of the thing, but we weren't like threatening each other. I mean, it wasn't a threat. It wasn't a threat.
That's not the question I'm asking you. I said the argument.
But I'm making it clear it wasn't. There weren't threats. We were both upset too. Why the pictures are getting put up? Why? And me seeing it. I mean, to be honest with you, when I seen pictures that I've never seen, I was down on my hands and knees crying.
Let me ask you this next question: when the phone call dropped, Walt, did you ever make a comment or ask him, "Do you want me to come?"
I couldn't come get him, and that was what I was saying.
Why couldn't you come get him?
I didn't have enough gas, and he didn't want me to come with the gas that was in the car. I didn't have gas.
Okay. After that. After you dropped the phone, the last text or the last phone call, what was the last thing y'all said to one another?
The last thing he said is, "I'm on my way." The text, I'm not sure which one came. I believe it said I'm 30, 40 minutes away.
You text him back and say anything?
I believe I did, but I don't.
Okay, you say to him?
I don't remember. That's what I'm telling you. Seroquel was already in my body at that point. It was impossible for me to go anywhere, and he knew that. But I'm saying to you, it was the fact that no gas, the fact that Seroquel was kicking, he knew that.
So if I
Could you wait a minute? I want to get. He was not normal.
And when you say not normal, what do you mean by that?
He sounded like he was drunk. He doesn't take drugs. He doesn't drink other than smoke weed. He sounded like he
So what are your thoughts on who is telling the truth? You have Marc B saying that Stephen did have an ad on Craigslist and he would meet people, and that his sister actually set up the appointments. And then you've got Stephanie saying, no way, she would have known her brother was not an escort. How will that explain the next video we are going to watch in part 4, where the man claims that he met a Stephen Smith off of Craigslist and they had a date, the divorced father of one? This is definitely a web of lies. And with that, it is a wrap. Everybody, thank you for coming in. Please make sure you click that like, the subscribe, and the bell for notifications so you do not miss the next time we drop a video or go live. Everybody, have a good day or a good night wherever you are in the world, and stay vigilant. I am out.